Okay, so welcome everyone. This is Moses, popularly known as DEFISIL. Now, welcome to this weekend trading analysis, free Forex market trading analysis. Today is Saturday, the 25th day of September. So let's start without further introduction. Let's start right away. This is a chart of Aussie as odd USD. Let's look at what Aussie had for the previous week. Let's look at what it did for the previous week. Now, for the previous week, Aussie, let me zoom out. Aussie did something that looks like a doji. Aussie did something that looks like a doji. Now, let's zoom out. Let's zoom out again. Apart from the fact that Aussie did something that looked like a doji, on the overall, Aussie has been on a downtrend for some time now, for about over 3 months or even 4 months, 5 months rather, for a period of 5 months now, or let's just say 4 months, Aussie has been on downtrend. So currently we can see what Aussie has there, that it had a strong pullback that happened to it. It had a strong pullback that happened to it. It had a strong pullback that happened to it. That 2 weeks consecutively it bought, but currently at the moment you can see that the trend has changed its direction. So which is a sign that Aussie, with what it did this previous week that rounded up on Friday stroke today, we can say that Aussie is currently in an indecision position. You can say it's in an indecision position because of the current candlestick that is there. Correct candlestick we'll consider it's a doji. It's a doji. So, and using that, we can see that using that doji, what is likely saying is an indecision between the buy and the sell. So an indecision between the buy and the sell. So which means that if we are considering selling our Aussie, we'll need a lot of evidence. We'll need a lot of evidence before we sell. Likewise, if we consider a buy as well, we will need a lot of evidence also for our buy. Now let's look at another thing again. Aside of that, let's look at another thing. Let's go down. Let's go up a little to the monthly time frame. Now that we have seen what the weekly time frame is telling, let's look at what the monthly time frame is doing. Okay, the monthly time frame is also on a downtrend as well. Monthly time frame is also on a downtrend as well. So which means that monthly time frame is on a downtrend, which means that what is happening on the monthly time frame and what is happening on the weekly time frame has a stronger relationship, has a strong relationship. So let's go over to the daily time frame now that we have seen what's happening on the monthly and the weekly time frame, that both of them are on a strong downtrend. One moment, please, while this network loads. Okay, we can see that on the daily time frame. You can see what is happening over there. You can see that on the daily time frame rather. Let's zoom out a little. Okay. On the daily time frame, it's also on a downtrend. But with element of changing into an uptrend. So what we'll be looking for now is that this trend has changed from an uptrend to a strong downtrend, and at this point over here, let me zoom in a little. This point over here, this is where we'll be looking at, or where we'll be considering in taking our decision for a buy in the coming week. Now this market has done this movement. Now we'll consider this overall movement here and this movement as well. Now if we are to buy, we'll look at opportunity of this market either coming down to test this level again or moving upward to break this level. Although this is a daily time frame, we'll consider it coming up to this level, which is the next area this market can possibly reach before anything happens on the daily time frame. But if we are considering a selling opportunity, this area should be where we would consider, because of this gravestone dragonfly doji over here. So we'll consider that. Then using those two considerations, we'll zoom again down to a lower time frame as well. Now we have seen three things. Now we have seen that this market is in an overall downtrend using the monthly time frame, the weekly time frame, and the daily time frame. Using these three time frame, we have seen that this market is in an overall down trend. Now still looking at the 4 hours, we still have element that this market is on. We still have element that this market is on a strong, stronger downtrend rather. So using these three elements now, we cannot just conclude or jump into conclusion that we should buy this market. Opportunities that we should be waiting for should be a buying opportunity, or what we should be anticipating should be a selling opportunity instead of a buying opportunity. Seeing all of this, we should be anticipating a selling opportunity on this market for now, considering what we have seen so far. using price action alone to judge what we are seeing on this market. So let's move over to another chart. Let's move over to another chart. Let's move over to GBP card. That's the pound Canadian. Okay, let's start from the monthly time frame. Let's start from the monthly time frame. Let's start from the monthly time frame. Oh, start. Let me refresh. Let me look at the weekly first. This isn't the weekly. This isn't the weekly. Let me refresh this chart. Since this scattered, was wrong. Okay, it's corrected now. It seems better now. Please don't mind my charts. Don't mind my chart. I'm fond of leaving lines on my chart. Okay, so let's look at this is USD chef now. This is USD chef. This is USD chef. You can see that USD chef is in a full-blown uptrend on the monthly time frame. It's in a full-blown uptrend. Now, what does this mean? This means that USD chef has been buying for some months. It's been buying for some months. An element that it will sell, it's small. Okay, let's move up to the weekly time frame. Let's hover down to the weekly time frame. Okay, on the weekly time frame, we see that USD chef, which is the dollar franc, dollar Swiss franc is on a good uptrend with an element of a good pullback on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame. So this is a weekly time frame over here. You can see what's happening on the weekly time frame. Now this market came down all the way here, went up, came down again, and started going up. Now this is a downtrend here, and this is a change in trend upward. Now we can say that this level here is a respect to this level and this level over here, as well as this level and this level. Now, in my opinion, this reverse here, if this reverse to become a downtrend, in my opinion, this reverse is not valid, either for a buy or for a sell. If I will intend to buy this now, I will wait that this bearish candle has a strong rejection by the buyers against the bull that is pushing prices up to this level again before I will consider taking a buy on this time frame. On this time frame, sorry, on this time frame, I will consider taking waiting for a pullback on this time frame, a bearish candle that has a strong rejection by the bulls against the bears before I will consider a buy. Now, why for a sell? I will wait for a bearish candle to close below this previous last week previous bearish candle before I will consider taking a sell. And when I take a sell from a candle that will close below this previous bearish candle, I will look for a target around this area to be, consider this area to be my target, this level to be my target, this level with the purple line, I'll consider this area to be my target. So that's for the weekly time frame. So let's over to the daily time frame. Let's over to the daily time frame. One moment, please. dollar.